Alright guys, quick little video here for you. Sort of a how-to. Alright, these are just standard PCB mounted Cherry MX switches. Clear, brown, green, and blue. And I'm making this video as a project to show what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to buy me one of those Corsair K70s, but I don't want the brown or the blue or the red switches. I want the clear switches. Now the K70 is a plate mounted board where that the switches go into. So what that means is you can't see all this. All you can see is from the very top part here up. Now you do still, however, get access to those holes there on the sides, but just barely. So like you see a lot of videos where people take like a little tool and they stick it right here and they push up and it clicks. That's not going to work with plate mounted switches. So this is just a quick little video to show you what you can do. Now what I did was I took a paper clip and I just opened it up and I cut it in half in even parts with a wire cutter, and then I just bent the tips just a little bit, not a whole lot. And this is just a sturdy paper clip, nothing more special than that. And now what you do is you push it straight down into the two holes on each side of the switch, and you take the other one and do the same thing. You'll know you got it right when they stand on their own like that. You shouldn't have to hold them up. But you do want to hold it straight, and then you'll have a little bit of force here, and you don't want to use a lot of pressure. Hang on. See, they're popping out on me. You'll know if it's not right. You'll know when it is right. Oops. Had it. Okay. I didn't say it was easy, guys. I just said it's possible. Alright. And then you just squeeze and pull. And it all comes apart. And nothing's broken, nothing's damaged. That's the top cap. You can replace the spring. So in my case, I want to put the clears, which is a bigger spring. And then the cap is actually the same as a brown. I just pulled the green for sake to show you. And then you just got to pay attention to the little bits on there and make sure you put it back together in the same order. If you're not 100% sure, then you would just test it right here before you put the top on, because once you get it lined up, if I could do that, it won't actually press down if you have it the wrong way. If you have it the wrong way, here's what it'll do. You'll get it aligned and it won't go down. It'll just tops out. So you just twist that around and then it'll go down. And if it's a clicky switch, you'll hear it click. And then you just take your cap, put it back over the top, and snap it in. Everything's fine. So even if you have a plate, mid-plate keyboard or whatever they call it, and you want to replace what type of switches is in it, it doesn't require any soldering. It doesn't require anything like that. It just requires a little ingenuity, a lot of patience, because let me tell you, this is not going to be fun to do 100 plus keys. That's going to suck. But I'm bound and determined. There's different websites where you can buy different switches. I'm looking at spending about 160 or 170 on the keyboard and about 100 more on switches and O-rings. The O-rings are just little O-rings, and what you do is you put them, let me find one. Here you go. You just put them on the back of your keycap. There you go. So there's one inside there, and it just helps dampen the noise is all it is. That's the only reason I'm using them. So now, for my case, is I'm going to have these tactile bump here, but they're going to be very silent. They're not going to be loud like that or like that. I'll have the same feeling. And the browns are similar to the whites, The white, it just takes a little more force. It's a little more distinctive, the actuation point. That's all I want. I want that little thump there, if you will, almost. So that's really it. That's the whole point of this video today. I just kind of wanted to share that. I'll be putting this for the forum that I've been asking questions in about doing this. So for you guys over there at the Linus Tech Tip forum, that's for you. And it's actually like my first YouTube video, so, you know, not saying I'll ever do that again or not, but I had fun.